Fiddler Abdi, Dannyman here, and welcome back to another episode of Train Life, a railway simulator. Today we are here at Basel Smeltery. We're going to be heading up north to the Basel coal mine. We're going to pick up some coal from here, and the plan is to head down to the Zurich power plant down here and see what happens. Now again, we're kind of looking for the rain. We're looking for rainfall. The sky looks pretty clear thus far, but what we're going to do is we're going to head up to the Basel coal mine, and what I shall do is we'll pick up the load there and then we'll wait. Yeah, so we'll wait up at Basel. I'll stop the recording, and what I will do is I'll literally wait. And I'll wait forever if I have to for it to start raining, and then once the rain comes on, we'll head out. Someone did mention that the rain can sometimes only be triggered after a certain amount of in-game time, and that we've not really been getting rain because what's been happening is I've been doing the recording and then coming out of the game and then reloading for the next episode. So the amount of time for rain has not really appeared. So that is something I'm gonna test out. Now, one of my drivers actually got a perk point there. Yeah, Sophia Demute, assign your perk points. Let's get you a point in event handling speed, back, and that will be fine. So Sophia has her extra perk point added. So yeah, it could be an in-game sort of amount of time where the rain is triggered. So we are going to wait. There should also be like sleet and snowfall in the sort of snowy areas as well. So we'll try and head back down that way to try and find some sleet / snowfall. We'll try and get some stormy weather on the go. Now, I have flipped over to the other side of the cap. That's why the current point changing system is telling me that I'm going the wrong way, because the GPS still does not account for reversing train direction, or not really reversing train direction, just reversing cabs. So we're actually in the back of the train here. But it's totally fine because we'll roll into the Basel coal mine pretty much backwards, and then we'll be able to head forwards again to head back down south to the Zurich power plant. Now, I'm not really sure how long this is going to take. We will basically be coming back on ourselves once we get to the coal plant, and then obviously once we've picked up the load of coal up there, I'll be sort of hanging fire and letting the time run on to see if we get a bit of rain. I would actually be happy even with a bit of fog. I have not had fog either in some time. But yeah, one of the big changes in the update was the sort of dynamic weather, and it's the only thing that we've not really seen as of yet. Unfortunately, it still eludes us. Ooh, that kink in the track there's pretty horrible. We should be okay though. So yeah, we're heading back up north. We're still basically in the new sections of the map. This area of Switzerland is all pretty new. So, and it's been a while since we came down this way. Basically since the start of the update. So it's been a while, and there is this long section of track where the Basel coal mine is, where we came down right at the beginning to get into the train station at Basel. There we go, we've got some traffic on the right hand side there, that's all good. We are heading to the right again. Speed limit is 80 and we're currently at 80. I'm not in any sort of massive rush to get up there. As I said, I'm trying to sort of waste time basically in order to see if we can get the rain to appear. So the longer it takes me to get there, the sort of better, and hopefully the rain will spawn as I'm sitting waiting with my load of coal. Watch out, there's an animal near the track. Oh my god. We've not seen a Bambi in so long. It's been so long since we've seen a Bambi. I can actually contact Basel Coal Mine, so I shall request access from them. And then the next turn off over to the left hand side should be up to where we need to go. And then we will ask them to supply us with 12 wagons of their finest coal. We'll hitch it to the back of the train, and then it'll be a waiting game. A waiting patiently game to see if we can get the rain to spawn. Now, is this a single entry? It could be a single entry, so I'm going to push over to the left hand side now. It's been so long since we came down this way, I can't actually remember what this area actually looks like. But I'll just stick on the left side because that's the left side which we definitely want to enter. I think you can go on both tracks. Yeah, stay on the left. There we go. So that is all good. We're heading up to the coal mine now. Where is that animal? Animal on the track. Oh, it's right there. See it? He's right there on the right hand side. He's not actually on the track, so he doesn't pose much of a threat. It may actually still be there on the way out, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But we will be resting here at Basel to see if the rain appears. And I will wait as long as I need to get it to sort of trigger the rain. Now I'm going to slow down here because I have no idea where the loading point. It looks like it's on the left, so we're okay. Let's get the brakes off. That's the drop-off point over on the left-hand side. I don't know why there's a drop-off point at the coal mine, because the coal mine doesn't accept anything. It only produces coal. It won't accept any other raw material. It won't accept passengers and or mail. So I don't know why that is there. Right, now I'm actually stopping right here. We are stopping in this area. Right, so brakes on. Let's get rid of that. Let's jump over to the cabin lights, drag, headlights. Where's my switch cabin? There we go. Right, so we are here. The game, the GPS is still sort of throwing us for a loop, but we will be heading down that way at some point. Okay, we've got some floating people over there. There you go, fresh out of the new Harry Potter game. They are levitating, which is pretty cool. And let's go to the radio and pick up some stuff. So, I want 1, I want 3. There is 50 available to go to any steel mill or any power plant. Let's add some. Let's add 12, please and thank you. That's 14. Okay. And that should be good to go, actually. So they are ready. So all I have to do now is press U. And there we go. We should enter the loading screen. So place them on the tracks, please. We'll couple up here, and we will finish there. Right, so the train consist is ready to go. Now hopefully, before we get loading, I will end the recording here, and before we get rolling, it should hopefully be raining. Now it is daytime, and I sincerely hope that when it does start to rain, it is still daytime, because the night can be dark and it can sometimes be difficult to see stuff, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I will appear again, hopefully, when it is raining. So I'll see you guys then. So, welcome back. It's been roughly about a day and a half. So I stopped recording at like 7 o'clock in the morning in game time, and then waited 24 hours. So we're now into the night time of the second day, and we've actually got fog fog has appeared up here in Basel. There's no rain yet, but fog's appeared. How do I know that fog's appeared? Because, well, it is foggy outside. And I also got fined for not having my fog lights on. Now, I'm starting to notice something that weather changes might be in sync with the sort of day-night cycle. Normally in the daytime it is sunny and there's nice clear blue skies with a little bit of cloud, and in nighttime you get this clear sky and you can see the stars above. There were no stars above this time. These clouds sort of formed above us, so we can't see the stars or anything. So I knew I was going to get a weather change, which was pretty cool. But it's only fog. We've seen fog before in previous episodes. It's not rain yet, but I think perhaps if this stays until daybreak, it might sort of form as rain. So I'm kind of hoping it's going to be close. I am prepared to wait another 24 hours to see if there's going to be another weather change, and hopefully we'll get the rain. At least I will know then how the sort of weather actually works. And then I can head down to an area of the map where there's snow, and we can sort of hang around down there and see if we can get the snow to form in the next couple of episodes or so. There was another thing that I was wondering, that it possibly could be the weather could only be in scenarios, maybe. Maybe there is a scenario where you take sort of wagons through the rain or through the snow. I will check that out after, but I think it's still the same scenarios that we previously had. Maybe they've changed them. But I am prepared to wait another 24 hours to see if we get any rain. So we will come back and we'll see how we get on. Okay, so we are back. Now, it's just gone, it's almost 1 o'clock, and we're into the fourth day. Now, I've just checked this. I tabbed out and checked on Steam, and the game has been running for 4 hours. 4 hours the game has been running, and we've had no sign of rain as of yet. Now, we've had like these sort of dark clouds, but no rainfall. I have had fog. Fog is the only weather effect that I can confirm that was a thing. In fact, I think we might be getting fog again. But yeah, it's been over 4 hours now. Unfortunately, I'm sort of running out of time. I don't have the time nowadays to sit and leave games running for hours and hours and hours and hours on end. It's using my main sort of content creation PC. I have been able to do other stuff on the other PC. But yeah, this is becoming quite ridiculous. This 4 hours on top of roughly about 15 hours of gameplay on top of when we started in the new update 3. So I'm calling it. I am calling it quits right now, and we are gonna head down to the power plant at Zurich. Now, I don't know how rainfall is triggered or snowfall. Maybe you have to be on a certain place of the map, maybe it's a certain time of day, maybe it's only in the scenarios. I will check the scenarios. But yeah, as I said, I have other work commitments now, so I am not, unfortunately, able to devote hours and hours and hours of time to sit and wait for the game to sort of figure itself out. Now, I have had other people say that they've had rain and they've had snow. I don't know when it spawns or how it spawns. If it's a certain place, if it only spawns in a certain place on the map, then where is that area? I know it exists. I've seen it in the trailer for Train Life, the Update 3 trailer. But we've not had it in game, and after almost 20 hours of gameplay and not seeing it, I'm starting to think that it could possibly be bugged, and that it's maybe not working. It's maybe something that only works if you start a new game. Maybe it doesn't work with current save games or something, but I think in my version of the game it is totally chalked. I mean, we have cloudy skies just now. At night time there should be stars up in the sky, etc. There ain't no stars, but we ain't getting no rain or snow either. So Someone did actually mention that they got rainfall and they were near Basel at the time, but after waiting for 4 hours and no rain, I'm starting to think that it could possibly be broken. So this will actually be the last episode of Train Life until the full game release comes out. I think it should be shortly. I am hoping that they fix the rain spawn before the actual game release. There did used to be an issue with fog spawn where it would just spawn constantly, and it was a nightmare. It would spawn and then it would go away, and then a couple of minutes later the fog would come back, and then they did sort of change that and sort of space out the fog spawning, so it was a hell of a lot better. So yeah, maybe they can do that with the rain, or they may have to possibly add some sort of pause menu or setting slider to in the settings to sort of let you calculate when weather events can trigger. Maybe you can change the day-night cycle, change the weather effects or something. Kind of like the way you have it in Train Sim World, because simply waiting for 20 hours to get a bit of rain is not going to cut it for most people. Now, I've sat here for 4 hours and there has been no in-game rain. Most people nowadays literally don't have the time to sit and play a video game for 4 hours. People have work, they have families, etc. And yeah, I think the rain for me is definitely broken. There's been no rain or snow, so I don't know what is going on there. I'll maybe try and go into the Steam sort of discussion page and maybe see if one of the devs can explain how rain is triggered or when it is triggered. I am after this going to go and check the scenarios, because I get the feeling that because I'm not seeing rain in game, like in the main game that we are playing right now, I'm kind of starting to think that it might be something that's triggered in a scenario. Both the trains in the trailer, where the rainfall was shown, and the snowfall, are both trains that are now used in certain scenarios. So I'm going to have to go and check them. But for right now, there is absolutely no rain. As you can see, the sky is cleared up. We're starting to get the stars, etc. And I'm assuming, going by the trailer, that it should be very dark and grey and cloudy when the rain spawns in. So yeah, I've given the game its due. 4 hours, over 4 hours, a long time to wait. But yeah, the game sort of needs to make up its mind what it can and can't do. So yeah, that's definitely an issue. Now that's definitely something I would love to see resolved before the game released. I'm actually trying to think the last time that I managed to play a game for 4 hours uninterrupted, just on my own, not recording for enjoyment. Yeah, it doesn't seem to happen. If you have any sort of other life outside of video games, it's very tough to play for 4 hours. Unless you're a streamer. If you do a lot of live streams, you would absolutely be able to play something for 4 or 5 hours, probably even more. But yeah, when you have other things to do, it's a long time to wait. Now, there's no rain, but there is fog, so I can switch on my fog lights. Is it going to reduce nighttime? You must have your lights on during the night. Yes, that is awesome, game, but you've just told me that I need to have my fog lights on for the fog. So I've had fog twice now, so that's twice in 4 in-game days. So at least the fog is working. There's just no sign of rain. There's no sign of rain at all. And it's a real shame, because in the trailer, the sort of snow and rain weather effects actually look really cool. and I was excited to see them. We've had functioning windscreen wipers since day one of launch, but we've never been able to use them. Now we've got an excuse to use them, and the rain itself doesn't work. What I'm tempted to do actually is look at some content creators that have recently been making stuff for Train Life and see if any of their videos they've managed to get rainfall. I'd be tempted to see that because I have had people tell me that they've had rain in certain places around the map, but I've never seen physical anyone driving their train through the rain. So I'm gonna go and hunt for that. But yeah, this will be the last episode of Train Life for a while, at least until the new update or the full release drops. There's a really interesting Orient Express scenario that's going to be introduced, where you get to drive a steam train. Steam trains are cool, so we'll definitely be looking forward to that. Again, I'd like to be able to buy the steam train. I'd like to be able to buy the ICEs, the 3 and the 4, and have them sort of run along a network. And I would love to see the rain and the snow. Obviously, I would imagine the game is going to expand over time, and we're going to get probably new areas, maybe a bit of DLC, probably paid DLC, but I don't mind that. There's definitely places they can expand out to: Italy, Spain, over further east. They could even expand the UK a bit more if they wanted. Definitely like the south of France as well. I feel like the south of France should be added in. But as I've said previously, there are no areas on the map, even when you're close to the ocean, you never see the ocean. You see water, as in lakes and rivers, etc. You never see the ocean. I know, I think the south of France could be really cool. There's some really scenic areas down there. And then have your train run along the south coast near the ocean. I don't know if there's some sort of weird problem there that they can't do that, but there is no area on the map where you're ever beside the sea. And it's a shame, because some rail coastal routes are really nice. So hopefully that's something they can add in time. I could entirely be wrong. This could be it. The game might go into full release, and it may only receive some optimization patches later on down the line, some bug fixes, and that might be completely it. I don't know, but I'm hoping, because the dev team are pretty good. They do quite humorous meme posts for their updates and stuff, and they're pretty funny. It's good to see a development team doing that and interacting with the community, especially since some of the games that have been released lately are a bit lackluster, and they're just, all it is devs apologizing for how crap their games turned out to be, even though they said they were going to be awesome. So, yeah, the dev team are pretty good, and I hope that they can get more work and continue to expand this game. So the daylight is approaching. The daylight looks really, this foggy sort of misty morning looks quite nice, actually. There's blue skies though, so we're definitely not going to get rain. That was really weird. Everything just popped in. Everything just rendered in there at the last second. But yeah, I don't know what is going on. I am prepared to finish this journey, leave the game for 1 more hour down here at Zurich. Oh, we're back into the snow. Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah, leave the game for 1 more hour down here at the power plant. And then I shall, if there's no rain by then, that'll be it. The next episode you see will be the full game release. I will try contacting and asking some of the devs or asking anyone on the forums if they've had rain, where they've had it, how it worked for them. But it just is not working for us, unfortunately. Now, can I switch? Okay, I still need my fog lights on. We're slowing down for this curve right here. I mean, we're not actually... the Zurich power plant is actually there, so I should probably request access for that. Yeah. So, the new areas of the map are real nice. I really like the snow effect. It's just a shame we haven't had any of the actual in-game weather effects, which is a shame. I'm sure we'll come across them at some point. But yeah, I've never had rain or snow. Here we go though, heading down. It is 5:20 in the morning. Yeah, it's a nice, bright, sunny day again. And judging by how the rain effect looked in the trailer, it needs to be really dark and dull and dark, cloudy skies. And then you start getting the old rainfall. But yeah, that's, well, I would say we're about 4 hours, well over 4 hours now of of in-game time. Maybe the rain didn't spawn because the train was just stationary at the same place for 4 hours. Maybe the train needs to be moving. I don't know. I really don't. And unfortunately, I don't have the time for mass exploration and trying to figure stuff out anymore. Previously, I would have. Previously, I just would have left this running for a day, watched stuff on the other monitor, and just sort of glanced back every now and again to make sure there wasn't any snow. But now that I have other work commitments, I don't have the time, unfortunately, to leave the game running for a day. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm kind of sad. I really wanted this last episode to simply be us driving the train through the rain. It was going to be the rain train. Unfortunately, that has not worked. I mean, there's fog. Fog's kind of good. I mean, I was worried because I wasn't getting any fog spawn either. Now, I think it is a matter of length of time. Because even the previous 15 hours that I played, I didn't get any fog spawn. Now, after like 2, 3, 4 days, I'm starting to get fog spawn in-game. I'm just not getting the rain sort of spawning, which is unfortunate, but there is really nothing more I can do. Alright, so we're in here now. There are no tracks off to the right hand side, so I am going left. Right, I see the pickup point. I see the drop off point. There we go, and then we're going left in here. It's all good. Alright, in we go. Yeah, still getting the fog. We might actually get a bit of rain. I am going to leave it for another hour. So that's another in-game day, basically, to see if the rain will spawn. If it does spawn, I will start another episode. If it does not, we're chalked, basically. But I'm at least happy we managed to find the fog again. Alright, you stop there, train. Okay, stop. Yeah, the brakes on this thing are absolutely horrible. Yeah, let's push you. And let's end this journey. E, decouple. X to confirm delivery and finish. There we go. We are absolutely not going to get any time bonus for this because we sat at the same place for 4 hours. But we did get 99,000 quid for it, which is pretty good. Right, see, look at that. Look at the fog. Beautiful. The fog looks okay. Now, I'm kind of wondering if there's going to possibly be rainfall after the fog. But I shall end this episode here. As I said, I'll leave it for another hour. If there is no episode after this one, you guys will know that there was no rain in that extra hour of gameplay. If there is another episode, you know that there's going to be rain in it. But that's going to be it for this episode. As always, if you did watch this and you would like to leave a like, comment, or dislike, please feel free to do so. And if there is more you'd like to see in the future, then hit that subscribe button. But I've been Danny Man, this has been Train Life, and I will catch you later.